Hello and welcome to the Blue Valley North Library Media Center website. Today we're going to talk about using TinkerCAD.com to create your own 3D models. The first thing you're going to do is in Google Chrome or Firefox, you're going to go to TinkerCAD.com. Firefox is already on your computer's desktop. If you want to use Google Chrome, you can download it. It'll tell you that you need administrator approval, but when you X out, it'll still let you download the program after all. So use one of those two browsers, and when you get to TinkerCAD.com, it looks like this. And you are going to sign up for a free account. When you sign up for a free account, you have to prove that you're old enough. And then you'll click next, and then it will ask for your email address and a password, and that will help you create your Autodesk TinkerCAD account. I'm already a TinkerCAD account holder, so I'm going to go ahead and sign in. And when TinkerCAD loads, you will see that you have kind of your dashboard. On the dashboard, you'll see all of the designs that you've already made. Now, if you're a new user, you won't have any designs in this list. The first thing you're going to do is create a new design. And when you create a new design, it will give it a funny name up here in the corner, and it will continually save your progress, but it's still a good idea to save periodically. The work plane is kind of like the plate that you're building your 3D model on. You're going to start by using these generic shapes over here on the side, so you need to think about how you can build your character using basic shapes. I'm going to start by trying to build maybe a little animal. So I'm going to start with a cylinder, and to get the cylinder on my work plane, I'm just clicking and dragging. If you right click and drag, it lets you rotate your view so you can see your shape from all sides. The color that is chosen when you pick your shape doesn't matter because your whole model can be in all kinds of different shapes, but when we print it on a 3D printer, it will print in one color that you'll designate. So I'm going to take my shape and I'm actually going to rotate it a little bit. I'm going to maybe make a little bunny, and I'm going to put this bunny's body at the side. The bunny is going to be sitting down. I kind of have a little image in my mind. And then I'm going to put maybe a little bunny butt on the back. So I'm going to rotate this around, and you can see how I'm going to start building my bunny's body using basic shapes. You'll notice when you click and drag, your shapes can combine, but when you rotate your view, it'll look like they were touching and they really weren't. So you just keep moving your shapes around, rotating your view, and you'll rotate them until they're lined up the way you want them to be. So I'm going to kind of attach this half circle to the back of my bunny, and then all I need to do, whoops, is bring it out in front. Using that cone on top will also help you raise your shapes. Okay, so that's pretty good. I've got this half circle on the back of my bunny, and I'm going to give it a little tail by bringing in a sphere. And here's my sphere. It's pretty big, so I'm going to use a trick, and the trick is to scale down. If you hold down Shift and use this front block, I can click and drag to make my shape smaller uniformly. And then I can take this, and I'm going to click it, whoops, undo that. And I'm going to bring my shape over here so it's like the bunny's little tail on the back of the bunny's butt. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some little feet. So to make the feet, I'm going to use this shape right here. It's way too fat and big, so the first thing I'm going to do is rotate it so it can be a little bunny foot. And then I'm going to use that shift trick, and I'm going to scale it way down. And then what I want to do is I want to make the bunny foot longer. So I'm going to click that square in the middle on the bottom, and that makes it longer. So now I can take my bunny foot and stick it right on the bottom. And then what I can also do is use Control C and Control V, and it will copy and paste. So I'm going to take this bunny foot and put it right there. So there's kind of my bunny's butt and my bunny's feet, and now I need to kind of make my bunny head. This part might be a little bit tricky, but I'm going to start by using a sphere, and I'm going to bring it on, and I'm going to try and attach it to my bunny body. And then I'm going to maybe use this to kind of make the front of my bunny's face. And this might be a part that's a little tricky, but I'm just going to keep combining basic shapes until they look the way I want them to. So kind of a rudimentary bunny here. And I'm going to lift it up a little bit. That looks pretty good. Maybe off to the side a little bit. And then I can make the bunny ears. Now it just so happens that TinkerCAD has all these different shapes you can use, and in the extras they have a bunny ear, so that worked out nicely. I could have made this by just using an oval and kind of designing it myself. Since they happen to have one, I'm going to go ahead and use it. So I'll put my little shape onto my bunny's head, and then I'll make another one by Control C, and Control V, and this time I'll rotate it this way and then raise it up and stick it on my bunny's head. I can make some bunny eyes by using circles and spheres, and I can keep doing a little few touches, but overall I kind of built a pretty good bunny. I might move this stuff over. I'll add some arms. I can add some eyes on the front, maybe a little bunny nose, and maybe some teeth with some little tiny rectangles. And once I have kind of gotten it to a stopping point, if you go to Design and choose Save, this will just save your model into your gallery. So every time you log on to TinkerCAD, this bunny design will be here. It'll show up in your dashboard. You'll click on it, click on Tinker This, and it'll let you get back to working on this particular model. The nice thing about TinkerCAD is you can use TinkerCAD on any computer that is internet ready. You could use TinkerCAD on your phone, although it doesn't work great. You can use TinkerCAD on your PC at home. You can use TinkerCAD at the library. There's all kinds of places where you can do it. So that's why we're using this particular 3D design program. Once you're totally done with your project and you're ready to turn it in so that we can print it for you, you're going to click on Design, and you're going to click Download for 3D Printing. This pop-up will show up, and you're going to choose an STL, and this will download to your computer. STL is the kind of file that the 3D printer will use. Once I have this in my downloads, I can't open it, I can change it by using this little down arrow, and I can show it, I can show it in the folder. Let's do that one more time. I'm going to choose Show in Folder, and there it is. So here's my file. I'm going to rename it because it's got this ridiculous name, and I'm going to call it my last name, the color I want it to print in, and then I'm going to copy and paste it into my folder, and then I'm also going to copy and paste it into my resources folder. So you guys will get that file. You'll go to Resources, Teachers, Cornelius. You will save it in Miss Cornelius's inbox. There will be a folder here called Miss Gossick's whatever hour you're in, and you'll put that in there, and you will name it the color, or sorry, your last name and the color that you want to print it in. So you'll paste your file in there, and it will be ready for me to print it. If you have any questions, because TinkerCAD can get a little bit tricky, please email us. You can email us from the library webpage by clicking on Email a Librarian. This does go to both Miss Neithan and myself, and we can both help you. The library is open every day at 6:30 a.m. The library closes every day at 4 p.m., so there's lots of time to get help from us. And like we said, you can work on this anywhere that has an internet connection. So good luck, happy designing, and please contact us if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.